Alright, so I took some different trails today, and quite honestly, I don't know where I'm at. So I'm just going to turn around, head back, go home, get some food, have a beer, answer some emails. Got a few email questions, so I'm going to get back to him with that today. I got a big question about working around some injuries, so instead of me answering myself, I'm just going to take it to the source, contact the person who I contact when I'm injured, and I'll let them explain it to you better than me. Alright, so I'm going home later. So, this is the deal. I got an email from my boy Pork Chop. Yeah, that's his nickname. And it says, broke my rib just over a week ago, still trying to get in shape for an event that's 3 months out. How do I train around this? Like cardio? Or is it worth it to do a certain weight exercise and don't try to hurt too bad? I guess the last part was just poor internet English. So, what say you?
Say it again.
Say, what says you?
Cardio, I think, is fine. Walking, jogging, as long as it's not painful. I think broken ribs are kind of like, it's going to sound weird, broken toes, where you kind of just, you can do what you can do, and when it stops hurting, continue your routine. But when you have the pain, you should avoid doing anything that hurts. Because with ribs, I don't know how broken it is, if it's just a hairline fracture or what. You don't want to do anything that it could puncture a rib or puncture your heart or puncture a lung or your heart or anything like that. So you want to be careful. But as far as lifting, I think upper body exercises without straining is not bad, but I would avoid any kind of forward flexion, side, left and right movement. I think.
So what about movements? Our fault to cut you off. What about movements that require like a lot of, core attention to, start moving, like overhead presses, anything like that? We gotta really bear down. Say no to that.
I would say you can do it at a weight that you're not bearing down, you're not running, just to maintain any kind of weight. If you're just going to maintain your strength, that's all you're pretty much going to be able to do. But I wouldn't do anything where you're really straining and having to use those core muscles.
Okay, and going back to the cardio, where you were saying, like the different types, you would recommend like elliptical over treadmill or trail running or bicycling, like what form of cardio?
I think probably elliptical would be good. I think the bike would be okay. I don't know. I mean, if running's not painful, I don't think it's that big of an issue. I wouldn't do sprint, but I would do just a jog or something. Again, to maintain what you have, but not to lose anything. But I wouldn't push yourself where you're really having to breathe hard and use your core muscles and do any kind of rotation. So if it's just a jog, like a 3 mile, like an easy run, I don't think that's a big deal unless it hurts. If it hurts, then that's something you shouldn't do. So you kind of just have to play around with your exercises for a while, determine what hurts, don't do, and what doesn't, you can do. But I wouldn't strain. If it's only been a week out, I wouldn't do anything that requires any kind of straining. I think exercise.
Go ahead.
I think exercises like planks are okay, where you're in one motion and you're using the core muscles to support your back and your abs, and you're not doing any movement with it. And I think that's important for the area, for it to stay strong, but I wouldn't do anything with knees to your chest or any kind of forward movement.
And as far as restorative methods, ice, ibuprofen, that kind of thing, what do you...
I think ice is going to be important. Ice and ibuprofen, especially after a workout, ice is going to be important. And ibuprofen before your workout. But, I mean, again, ribs are kind of just the thing that you figure out what hurts and what doesn't. What hurts you shouldn't do. You shouldn't do anything that's going to push you. You're going to really push yourself, but focus on that area. So again, like a broken finger, a broken toe, you never know it when it's healed, and doctors aren't going to do a lot of treatments for you, and they're not going to x-ray you, and there's no cast to put on it or anything. You just have to wait until it heals and test it out every once in a while and back off from there. Goodbye.
All right. Well, that works for me. Don't want to make this too long, so until next time, let me...
Okay.